Drop a like and subscribe in the next 5 seconds or the black hole will return, but this time at the end of this season it will swallow up all your V-Bucks. Don't risk it, like and subscribe right now. Do you want a free skin or cosmetic from the item shop?
Yes.
Well, simply make sure you subscribe to the channel with the post notification bell turned on and comment your Epic Game ID down below, and let me know in the comments also what you'd like to receive in terms of a gift off me. We're also getting so close to a huge milestone of 1 million subscribers, so I need your guys' help. Everybody watching the video right now, if you're not subscribed, hit that big red button and you could be an OG of the channel before we hit that 1 million subscriber milestone. The transition of Fortnite Chapter 1 to Chapter 2 was remarkably done, and obviously the biggest gaming event in history that's ever gone down or has been talked about, even making some news headlines worldwide. Over the past 2 years, Fortnite had never seen popularity spikes just like this, and we can note of when the black hole occurred off Google Trends in terms of its popularity spike being the biggest it's ever achieved. With an epic ending to our epic storyline of Chapter 1 that had built up yet remained secretive along the way, and still some say isn't over, but that's besides the point. Many players expected some big things to be dropping in Chapter 2, and for Epic Games to go even bigger and better or even harder with the updates and communication than they ever have done before. But now we find ourselves over a month and 5 days into Chapter 2, and well, they've only realistically implemented a few things, one of those being a harpoon gun. Also, communication has been lacking, and as of today they only just announced in the early hours that there would be downtime for this 11.12 update. But what we're going to be going over in today's video will shock you in regards to Fortnite's future, as it's not looking very good at all and very worrying for a lot of people. Despite the transition of Chapter 1 into Chapter 2 running successfully, it doesn't look like this is going to apply from us transitioning in 2019 now to our next decade of years being 2020. With Fortnite being in its most worrying state, Epic Games have told me that if you don't watch all of today's video, then they'll just literally cancel Fortnite and shut off the servers next year, so make sure you're sticking around and watching the full video. Also, before we get into all the information in regards to Fortnite's future in this next decade, make sure to use code FriendlyMachine in the Fortnite item shop if you directly want to support me as your favourite creator, and let me know in the comments if you're rocking the code whilst also including your Epic Games ID. That way I can hook some of you guys up with V-Bucks cards or a gift from the item shop of your choice. And if you want to purchase the new Star Wars game whilst getting yourself this free Stormtrooper outfit, make sure to click the first link in the video description down below. For those of you who want to be showcased and shouted out or thanked personally in the next video, simply make sure to tweet me proof of you rocking the code to my Twitter in the video description down below, so you can be showcased and thanked like these lovely people on screen right now. And obviously a huge thank you goes out to you guys today on screen for supporting me, rocking the code, and just generally making my day. You guys are legends. Anyways, with that said, with everything out of the way, the first thing I want to show you guys is everything that was included in the game's files in today's downtime update. We were overloaded with content, obviously because Epic Games seem to want to recompensate us for the lack of content or communication they've basically been putting out there so far in Chapter 2. Feel free to pause the video as there's a lot right here on screen, but thank you to Hypex for putting this compilation together. Now, swiftly moving on to the subject of the video here being the inevitable future of Fortnite and what this is looking like so far, whether good or bad, whether delayed or even cancelled as the title states, we need to go over something worrying that Epic Games have actually published in terms of an article, and then we're further going to go on in the video to basically mention the storyline and everything involved in the progression and ending of Fortnite Chapter 2 Season 1. So for you guys to understand this article that Epic Games published, you need to know the initial intended end date of Season 1 of Chapter 2 being December 12th, 2019 as stated on the PlayStation event tab and many other event tabs across other devices. If Epic Games were to continue doing this, starting the season on December 12th, this would have nicely led perfectly into the third Christmas themed season, being Season 2 Chapter 2, just like we saw a Christmas themed season for Chapter 1 Season 2 and also Chapter 1 Season 7. Sadly, however, this is not the case, and we won't be seeing a Christmas themed season starting very soon, as Fortnite, as we know or were presented toward in terms of its starting on December 12th Chapter 2 Season 2, is cancelled, and here's why. Alongside the downtime update and all this content today, Epic Games updated us in a news article that they published, the Fortnite team stating the following about Chapter 2 Season 1 having a very long extension. And as you can see, it's on screen right now, and I'm going to read it out stating the following. Hey everyone, with a new year comes new beginnings. Last year we celebrated 14 days of Fortnite, as we previously mentioned, over the holidays. This year we've got even more content for you to unwrap, including new game features, free rewards, and a live experience that you won't want to miss. In order order to prepare for all the new holiday-themed updates, we will be extending Chapter 2's first season into early February. Get ready for winter, the Fortnite team. Now hold on a second. We're extending, they said, Fortnite Chapter 2 Season 1 until February? I mean, we're only in November now. It was intended to end on December 12th, 2019. And not even extending it into January, but the second month of 2020. Sadly, this is 100% serious and real. Epic Games aren't trolling here, and it seems like they've already taken a break at the start of Chapter 2 with the little amount of content they implemented until today, but it seems like they're taking another over the Christmas period again. Data miner Lucas7Yoshi managed to go into the files and find the display date of which Epic Games are currently going with for when this season ends, being the 6th of February 2020. Now, whilst Epic Games have promised us a whole lot in this article right here, even bigger and better in terms of what was implemented, most players just wanted a fresh new start with a brand new battle pass being a new season. We've always typically seen this around this time of year, obviously as stated before for last year's Season 7 and the year before the first ever Christmas themed season being Season 2 of Chapter 1. People were so hyped for this upcoming Christmas themed season, starting with all of the new changes and stuff being Christmas themed, that they even went to the extent of creating a Chapter 2 Season 2 lobby loading screen for when we go into a game, but now this won't be coming true. For those of you wondering why it says Fortnite 2020 cancelled or Fortnite Chapter 2 Season 2 cancelled, is because, well, Epic Games from doing this, they're basically just killing their own game's popularity more so than they already have by not updating or communicating with us at the start of Chapter 2 until now. Think about it, the Fortnite Mares event was nowhere near as big as last year because we already knew the inevitability of returning OG skins was going to happen, hence why it wasn't hyped up as much. This then leaves the Christmas season to obviously be the last hyped up season of the year, or this decade particularly, as we're going to be transitioning then into the 2020s all the way until 2030. As this next season now we know, however, isn't going to be a Christmas themed season, what does this mean for the transition or progression of Fortnite right now with the start of its storyline in this very first season of our new chapter? Well, the first thing to note of before we get into revealing the secret skin being the main character protagonist starting our new storyline or directly involved with it, and the event of which is going to occur in live event stages, we need to all solidify the fact in our minds that Epic Games will have had this extension planned for ages now. It's only until now, however, they've managed to actually present it to us, the public. We know this because they planned so many things in advance. They planned the entire Fortnite storyline ever since its start with the visitor launching the rocket or making an appearance until the end of Chapter 1. Despite this being the case, however, what doesn't realistically make sense is how the storyline's now going to start, but ultimately not transition us into the next season until 2020 being the second month of this year. The reason I say this is because today the secret skin got revealed, this main character or protagonist that's going to largely be involved more so than any other secret skin released throughout this chapter in our storyline, and the reason we know this is from the correlation we can make to the visitor directly being the most important character of Chapter 1 being the first secret skin revealed only in the 4th season, however, of this first chapter. This secret skin, however, in this second chapter is called Serana, and here is the description and basically how the character looks in-game that you guys will also be able to see from going into your alter ego challenges. She's here to crash the party, part of the standout style set. As this skin will be available for obtaining all Fortnite letters anyways, which will firstly be possible on November 28th, 2019, how is this directly going to contribute this character being unlocked towards the development of our map changes and storyline progressing all the way until February 2020 when the next season starts? Another reason for me titling this video that Fortnite 2020 or whatever is cancelled is because they're cancelling one of the most popular things that people like to follow, despite how cryptic or up for subjective opinion it may have been, being the storyline. I just don't see how they can connect the dots all the way until the second month of this new year. Typically every season with the release of the secret skin we see soon after the live event occurred that season, which then has direct involvement in the next season cinematic trailer in terms of map changes that occur. The perfect example here is, well, what happened directly at the end of Chapter 1. We were sucked into the black hole, and you guessed it, the first thing we saw of Chapter 2 was this black hole expanding into an alternate or parallel universe / dimension. So from following this prior trait of releasing the secret skin and then soon after, like, what, a week or two, having the live event occur, with having the map then ready to transition into the next season, showcased firstly in the trailer all the changes that are yet to happen based off what happened in the live event, this is looking unlikely. I understand, however, However, a lot of you guys will be thinking, well, we didn't see a storyline even start or develop until Season 4 of Chapter 1, so why are we worrying now in Season 1 of Chapter 2? Well, the reason for this being is it's clearly obvious they're trying to start out a new storyline instantaneously in the first season of this second chapter by implementing this secret skin or main character protagonist to our game. They never did this again until Season 4 of Chapter 1, which indicates as to why I believe the storyline starts now in this first season of this second chapter. So far in terms of our storyline progressing, however, it's worrying the amount of detail or attention they've actually paid to it or portrayed toward us to actually follow initially as our first leads. The only things we've seen is a potential crossover of storylines with the implementation of this bunker representing or directly resembling Dr. Vindman's laboratory or bunker from Save the World, and also this correlating to the Storm King being implemented, this crossover of storylines from Save the World in Battle Royale, as it was introduced for a limited time during Fortnitemares. The only other things that have happened are either to do with collaborations, the map changes such as the Star Destroyer in our distant sky, or this actually turning on this driving theatre screen at Risky Reels. Now thankfully today, with the downtime occurring, data miners were able to determine stages of what will be upcoming for some sort of event happening at Risky Reels, which seems more likely as now we've seen this warning signal tested here before the Star Wars collaboration actually came to the game. And here is the first, second, and also the third stage of what will be happening at Risky Reels, which seems like less and less cars or structures are staying here. Hypex also tweeted out stating the following: these trucks will start appearing there too, and the movie screen will change ? As of right now, however, those are our only leads as to what's going to be happening progressing throughout the future of Fortnite in this second chapter for our storyline or map changes. Now that we've covered everything we needed to talk about in this video, I want to know your guys' opinions on where we stand with Fortnite. Are you guys still enjoying it as much? Let me know in the comment section down below. Are you even playing as much? And even, are you liking our second chapter? If you enjoyed this video or found it helpful, make sure to leave a like in the video down below, as this really helps the video get out there to more people, and obviously I'm guessing everybody needs to know, or wants to anyways, about this new season being delayed quite far into the future. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, make sure to click that big red button with all notifications turned on so that you never miss any news updates regarding Fortnite as soon as they literally surface to us, the community, as I try and get the videos out as soon as I possibly can. Hopefully I can recognise you guys from remaining active in the comment section of my future videos to come, and I'm out. Have an amazing rest of your day or night wherever you are whenever you're watching. Have a good one, take it easy, and as always, peace.